The redshirt sophomore raises his arm in victory and extends the Tar Heel lead now to 9.
Got the takedown, finished up, looking strong, moving on to two-time All-American Lachlan McNeil, moving up from 141 to 149 against Finn Solomon, who was also a national qualifier. Finn Solomon has a good attack rate, and he's very creative in scoring. You have a person like Lachlan McNeil, who may not shoot as much, pretty defensive against someone that's going to create opportunities to score. This will be a good match.
Finn Solomon, as you talked about, the NCAA qualifier from a year ago, went 19-12. He won a match in Kansas City. He upset the 15 seed from Central Michigan. Corbin Munson, still just a sophomore, and then we all know what McNeil can do in the month of March. He has showcased his talent. The last 2 years, a couple of All-American showings, and now Solomon trying to get into that leg. Tried to switch to a double there for a second. Waterfall position over the top by McNeil.
McNeil is doing a good job of what he's very good at, and that's sitting in the corner. But Finn Solomon can scramble with you. He's from PA. PA guys are good on the mat. And this right now is more figuring out who's in a stronger position. Lots of scrambling action, potentially dangerous.
Yep, they get all twisted up. Let's go back to that first shot by Solomon.
Gets right in the leg, he goes head on the inside, boom, head to the outside. But when you put the head on the outside, that's where Lachlan McNeil is good. And then he just got to a scramble. Good stuff by both wrestlers.
McNeil made it all the way to the semifinals last year in Kansas City. 6th straight year, by the way, that North Carolina has had a semifinalist.
That's pretty impressive. Another shot here, but he's got to continue to move because Lachlan McNeil is good at sitting in the corners. And so at this point, he's going to continue to keep his hips. You see how his hips are low on the mat? He's trying to put the pressure right on the back, the scapular, the neck area.
So we've seen the pressure generated so far from Solomon in this opening period.
It's good. We said it, that he's going to continue to create opportunities to score. And that's what you want to do. Just create opportunities.
Double unders now from Solomon as he tries to go upper body. McNeil says, nah, I don't want to play that game.
That's your world, Sean, the Greco world, upper body. There's another shot. Good job here by Solomon. Continue to keep the shots, but this is where McNeil is really, really strong. He continues, and he's going to look for perhaps a cradle. He's going to try and get his hand on the inside and move towards a cradle, but good job by Solomon to hold on. And now, at this point, it's going to be a little roll action. Good job by both wrestlers. Now, McNeil is going to try and crowd the middle. Watch him start to crowd. He's crowding right there. Look for a crowd, and it could be in back points right here. Is that near fall, back points. Beautiful job there. It could get tight. Good job there. Right in the wheelhouse of McNeil. He sits towards the corner, look for a cradle, and when he got between the legs, he started to crawl and put Solomon in a bad position. You look at the score, it says 3-0, but the official says, I have 4, meaning that I still believe that the bottom wrestler is not out of danger. Because he's not out of danger, the official saying I'm going to hold my 4. But at the end of this period, it's going to be 7-0. What a great start.
So Patrick Frank with those 4 near fall at the end of the period, and the final 30 seconds, the difference here for McNeil.
Look, this is where you saw McNeil kind of crowd. You see, I crowded the body, and then once he crowded, he became in a control position right into near fall. And you can see the expression of Solomon looking like, ugh, look at me. And that's where the 4 points were awarded, or scored rather.
7-0 lead, and it will be McNeil to start on top in the second period. The All-American the last couple of years, both seasons at 141. You know, he had a tough regular season at stretches a year ago, 72 career wins. He's been really sharp this season, and a lot of that is because of a little bit of a lighter workload. He was so busy last year. He was wrestling in the Pan Am Championships, the Pan Am qualifiers, and Well, North Carolina was well represented with Sonny Santiago wrestling for Puerto Rico. Of course, McNeil with Canada. Former Tar Heel Ethan Ramos, two-time champ, representing Puerto Rico. A lot of pride for the UNC wrestling program.
I really like what Lachlan is doing here. He is doing one after another. He's not just riding legs. He's not just riding underneath of a claw. He's keeping his motion, moving from side to side. And he releases Solomon. So referee stopped to get the ankle bed.
So, Rock, let's go back to Solomon if we could here. Second period, we saw him take 3 pretty significant shots in the first period. He goes 0 for 3 on those shots. What's he need to do to try to figure out the puzzle that is McNeil?
With McNeil, once you get in on his legs, one, McNeil likes to sit to the corner, meaning that he wants to get the head to the outside. But one of the things with McNeil, you want to shift good hips right there. One of the things with McNeil, you want to try and get to 2 legs as quickly as possible. If you get to 1 leg, that's when it gets dangerous. You want to get to 1 leg and 2 legs quickly as possible to try and score.
Work here, guys. Work here.
Easier said than done.
Stop. Stalemate.
We'll get a stalemate call. Both wrestlers back into the center. 23 seconds, all Lachlan McNeil right now. He has a 1:41 riding time, commanding 7-1 advantage. Solomon trying to find any type of crevice or opening late in the second period. Comes in again on that long-range shot. Not a lot of time to work. This is right in McNeil's wheelhouse, and that's how the second period will end, a 7-1 advantage. This is a weight that is loaded for the ACC. Obviously, it all starts with the defending national champion from Virginia Tech.
Caleb Anderson is the smartest wrestler in the conference. His match IQ is incredible. You may see, like last week, he was up only by 4 points, ended up tech falling in the third period because he made the in-match adjustments. I can't wait to see Lachlan McNeil and Caleb Henson go at it.
Good to have Henson back healthy. We saw his triumphant return last week in Blacksburg. A couple of mat returns from Solomon. He's going to need more than that, though, as McNeil
Still green.
trying to fight his way out from underneath.
Doing a good job of bringing the riding time down.
One escape red,
Spoke
neutral.
too soon.
McNeil gets away, still maintains the riding time as well.
What I love about Solomon is that he's going to continue to attack. His attack rate is pretty strong. And all of the points that McNeil has scored have been off of Solomon's attacks. So right at it again. I love it. Continue to move. He went to the waist. You see, he went to the seatbelt position. You want to stay low. You want to stay below around the knees. But when you go up to that rib cage and to the legs,
just allows you to get that whizzer in like we saw there with McNeil. Clever little pick, goes for naught. McNeil still prying hard on the whizzer. Both wrestlers back down onto their knees. You saw McNeil take a quick glance up at the tower clock, just seeing where that time sat. Right now, 34 seconds.
Yeah, I think Solomon has done enough to earn a stall call, at least one stall call. He's the one that's attacking. May not be scoring, but he's attacking. Shot after shot. You only get better by attacking. You may not win. It was that one scenario. That's what it was. That one scenario, there's a stall call. It was that one scenario in the first period that was 7-0. Think about that. It was that one scenario because of the attack of Solomon. I guarantee you, when he goes back, I guarantee you when he goes back into the pit wrestling room, they're going to just want to clean that up. It was just that one scenario that opened up. But hats off to Lachlan McNeil. Did what he had to do.
North Carolina picks up their first bonus point win, the major decision with the riding time, and they turn to the two-time All-American. He's looking good at his new weight. The near fall and the win for the Tar Heels.